Carl Benjamin, also known by his online pseudonym Sargon of Akkad, has set the cat amongst the pigeons on Twitter, and by that I mean he's annoyed a lot of liberals. Carl made an impassioned post, quite a well-written post, about how we've lost England, how we've lost what he calls our small and settled land, which was once homely and cosy, where a person could feel at home and at ease. Now, if you want to read Carl's post in full, I'll link it down below. I recommend you check it out. It's very well written and very poignant. However, in response to that, we've had a lot of liberals online make the claim that England wasn't like that at all, that it's always been a horrible place to live in, always ultimately been poor, multicultural, full of distrust. As the ever insightful Northern Rambler Morgoth points out here, normal people, Britain wasn't always like this. We used to be happy. We felt at home. Brit liberals, no, it was always terrible. You're confused and ignorant. So it does beg the question, are we actually just being overly nostalgic? Was it really a place where people felt at home, where they could trust one another? Well, I dare say with any nostalgia, there's always a bit of rose-tinted glasses when you look back, especially when you're worried about the future that awaits you. But I think there really was something that we've lost. And this also points to the next arena with which the modern world is attacking. The imagination, the nostalgia, our memories of who we are, what we were. We already know that the modern world, the modern liberal elite world, wants to have colonization of our history. We're constantly told, it's always been multicultural England. What are you talking about, bigot? And while we could note some benefits to do with multiculturalism, interesting cuisine, there are some folks who've come and worked hard and been entrepreneurial. By and large, I think most people are feeling the pinch of it. The numbers have just been too high. The government and the institutions are just too stringent on completely accepting it all and never mentioning any bad effects, some of which are absolutely terrible. On top of that, despite what the liberal media says, we all know white flight and what that means. Most people, when they get some money, move out of the city centres. They move to the rural white areas despite pushing the same liberal beliefs they had in the inner cities. And this is what Carl is really talking to. These places in the countryside, the last bastions of Englishness, with English people who know each other and trust each other. They know each other's sense of humour and cultural reference points. Even these are now under the target to be eroded. And of course, if you have any problem with that, you'll be told you're a bigot. But who really amongst us wants every field of England to be plastered over in concrete and turned into some nameless, shapeless, globalist arena for anyone in the world to belong, and for the English just simply to be another group amongst other groups? Well, the way things are shaping up, it doesn't look like the English, nor most of the Europeans, have a choice in that matter. So we're going to have to wise up to the future and figure out a way to maintain our culture and our peoples despite the ongoing onslaught of globalization. Do let me know your thoughts below, and if this content is of interest to you, consider subscribing to the channel.